What's up, y'all? Good morning, y'all. Good morning. It's your boy J Real. So we're about to have this Saturday. Um, we're about to have this Saturday session, like motivational session. We're here to talking about like what's going on, like what's going on about people's personalities or age. It's like when you try to talk to people and you trying to vibe with people and you try to like talk to them. Uh, I would say this like age don't really mean nothing. Age don't mean nothing. Like it don't matter how old you is. It don't matter how younger somebody is. If you that age to what a point where like you think that you're older and you gotta have respect. Basically, as a person, like if you're older and if you think that everybody gonna respect you, it's gonna be some people that's not gonna respect you. Like it don't matter how old you are, how young you are. It don't matter. It's because some like some older generation they can be worse than the younger generation. Like today's generation, they could be worse than the older generation. Not just young and old. It's everybody. It's like this. Like don't let nobody make you feel like you're not as old as they am, or just because somebody's 10 years or 15 years or 20 years older than you. Don't let nobody make you feel like you're not capable of living life. It's because like everybody's living their life. Everybody's living their future. Now, especially like if you're in your 30s or your 40s, like if you know you used to be young and you used to do a lot of mistakes in your 20s or in your early 30s, I would say this like, why would you want to continue on trauma in your life when you get older? Especially like when people get older, they carry on trauma when they was younger, like when they was younger and stuff like that. And just because like you 25 years older, you 30 years older than somebody, that does not mean like you gotta make them feel small or you gotta make them feel like you're not as they're not as old as you are. It's because you're not mature. Like it's a lot of people that's like 50, 60, 70 years old as like kids. And a lot of people that's old like that, they don't have no type of respect at all. And I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of younger generation too that don't have respect either. Because a lot of today's generation, like, is very terrifying. It's very sad to like really see like our people can come together and unite and trying to be nice to one another. It's like when you trying to be nice to people and people looking at you crazy and be rude and disrespectful to you. Be rude and disrespectful to you is because like they don't have no type of respect. I don't care if you're older. I don't care if you're young. If you're older than somebody and you try to put them in their place, like you tell them like they don't know nothing, or you telling them like they got years to go, they got years to come. Yeah, they got years to come, but my thing about it is, even though somebody's younger than you, don't think that they're gonna respect you, because they're not going to respect you. It's not. I hate when somebody like that's older than me, like that's like 10 years older than me, 15 years older than me, 20 years older than me, or like I hate when somebody make it seem like they older than me and make it seem like I'm just like the young person, like I'm just who I am. Of course I'm young, but I well educated. Sometimes I be educated. Sometimes I know to live my life, and sometimes I'm a grown man. If you pass 18, if you pass 18 or you pass 25, then you're a grown man. You're a grown ass man. You're a grown ass man. And even though that like you're a grown ass man, don't let nobody make you feel like you still got that young mentality. It's because a lot of people that think that, or they think they're older than you, but they don't really know. They don't really know your personality. They don't really know what you've been through in your life. So that's like saying you okay, so you young and you don't know nothing. Like you have to have your life figured out. Yeah, you just like you still learning and processing. Of course you still learning and process. Of course that person still learning and process. But when you put them in their play, making it seem like they don't have all figured out, and you in your 30s, you in your late 30s and early 40s still hasn't have your stuff figured out, and you living like an average person. Like there's people like in their 30s and their 40s still haven't have their life figured out yet. It's people that's in their 50s, 60s years old, like still haven't have their life figured out. They don't like. There are some people who have dementia, like as far as mental health, they have dementia, and there are some people that's in their 60s, 70s, like they like when they like forget stuff in their minds, they really don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? So if you know if you know you're a grown person to this day, don't victimize or shaming like those shame people of when those shame people don't shame people when you're older than them because they haven't had their life figured out. Because like in life, it don't matter if you're old or young. It don't matter if you're a YN. It don't matter if you're OG. It don't matter if you like just older than somebody. Don't make it seem like they haven't had their life figured out because they still young. It's a lot of people that's I say 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 years old. They had their life figured out. They just living their life. Some people like that in the relationship. Some individuals like that in the relationship. Some of them not. But when you like constantly like think that somebody is like younger than you, it's because you think that in your head. It's because like just because you're older, that don't mean nothing. Age don't mean not a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? You could be 30, you could be 32 and still have your life figured out. You could be 44 and still have your life figured out. You could be 50, you could be 51 and still have your life figured out. And to me, it's so many people in this country that's like like I say our community wise, I say, our black community, people like that haven't have their life figured out just yet. They haven't like it's people that's married for so long, that's married for 30 years or that had a family or never have a good life. You know what I'm saying? Because most parents nowadays don't have a good life. They didn't like most parents like went through child tribulations, went through trauma, and then they pass it on to their loved ones or to the next generation. And I understand that when I be hearing it's a lot of a lot of flashbacks or a lot of people that's young. It's like we've been hearing like a lot of people like in the young generation have trauma in their life because they come from family households that what they've been through, or sometimes like where they like as far as like growing up and stuff like that, they went through trauma. So trauma's being passed down to generations after generations, being passed down to like generation after generation. So like it being passed down. And sometimes like when you see young people, like when you see these YNs, like these YNs out here like getting killed, or they end up they end up in jail, or they end up in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's because like most of them don't have guidance. Like it's not just the young generations, the older generation, everybody. This community. It's a lot of people that don't have guidance in their life. They don't have guidance. What I mean by that is just that they don't have guidance in their life, you know. And then sometimes like when people like that don't have guidance in their life, they don't have motivation. They don't have nobody to tell them what they right or wrong at. You know what I'm saying? It's a personality. So if you're a YN and you're trying to hang out with so many people and you get caught up in that mess, you're gonna get in trouble. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get in trouble, or you're gonna like risk, like you're gonna get locked up. Like you're gonna get locked up. Being locked up is not okay. Like a lot of things happening to like people nowadays because like we live in the end times. We live in the end times where the world is corrupt, like by people. You know what I'm saying? So like if you like an OG, if you're in your 50s, 60s, like 70s, like if you elderly and you're out here doing what these YNs is doing, then you know better than these YNs, because you're supposed to be the leader, not a follower. You're supposed to help the younger generation instead of just looking down on them and point the finger like it's the young people. No, it's not. It's the old people too. It's the older generations too. The reason why like I blame the older generation is because the older generation don't have guidance. How can you be 51 and you still have a 21-year-old mindset? How can you be 65 and you act like you 25? Like I said, age don't mean nothing. You can be grown and still act like a child. You can be grown and act like a kid. Like if you grown and you act like a kid and you try to cut me off, trying to argue with me, then that's not gonna cut it. Because like in life, I see that you never was raised right. Cause some people come from households was never been raised right. Some was raised right, some didn't. But if you come from like a household and you was never raised right, and you're out here causing a scene, causing drama, or you gonna fight people, you never was raised right. You was never mature. It's like at that time you was young. It's like at that time you was young. At that time you was in your 20s. And then when years and when 20 and 30 years fly by, here it is. You're older and you're mad at yourself. Some people, when they get older, the things that they did in their life they regret doing, they take it out on the world. They take it out on people who they love, or take it out on people that's close to them. Especially when you get older and you're blaming yourself and you thinking that you gave up on life, it's because you was never motivated. You have a toxic mentality, person mindset. You know what I'm saying? So that's like you feed into that negativity. And you think that just because somebody had to respect you, does not mean nobody had to respect you. age don't mean nothing. Because when you get older, it's gonna come a point. It's gonna come a point in your life you have to just live your life. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't look at age. I'm look at personality. You know what I'm saying? So don't put people down just because they're younger than you. You know what I'm saying? Or don't put people down like when people is older than you. Like when people is older than you. Because age don't really mean nothing. It's to do with the personality. You know what I'm saying? So it's about respect. So it's about opportunities and how to communicate with people. Respect could go two-way street, but I just think that you could do it. So it's about respect. So I think that you'll figure it out. So please share this video to people who want to hear it, and also please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also I'll be back with this new latest video topic to talk about opportunities and talk about love and talk about respect as well too. But it all starts with you though, respect. But at the end of the day, it starts with you. So just make sure that nobody disrespects you like that, and just keep you cool and keep your head up, and just keep protecting yourself. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it all starts with you. So live your best life and don't let anybody tell you otherwise about yourself. Okay? So I'll see you guys next time.